The Icons of Real Estate podcast. Are you ready to learn the proven money-making secrets from top-producing icon agents? Ready to skyrocket your business? This podcast is for you. Tune in every week with your host, Tomasz Fonseca, and find out how to implement proven strategies to 10 times your business. From $3 million to $30 million in just 12 months. Brought to you by the Masters in Real Estate Marketing, Arter SEO.
Hello and welcome back to the Icons of Real Estate podcast. I am your host, Timothy Kaytana, and today I have a special guest, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you might have seen her on TV, or maybe she sold you a house and left you with a smile. Either way, she has a smile that is contagious. This is the one and only, the luminary in real estate, Nicole Braam. Welcome to the podcast. How are you doing?
I'm well. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Thank you. I know you have a busy life. I always say this because I know that realtors have very busy and demanding life. And you are not just a realtor, you're a real estate mom as well. So I know that is 10 times what I imagine. But for everyone that really doesn't know you, or maybe they might have seen your face and they're wondering, oh, Nicole, what does she do? Can you tell us your real estate story, how you got into real estate and why?
Absolutely. So I got into real estate in about 2012, way before children, way before some of the chaos of life. I remember all the time I used to have back in those days. But I got married to a military service member in the Army, and I was actually in insurance sales for a really long time. And I wanted to be in real estate for about 5 or 6 years prior to being able to do it and make the commitment. So once I was able to, I just dove right in and just started my own little empire almost right away. Worked
Wow.
harder than I ever knew that I could before. I started as an individual broker and then I grew into a team. And from there, my team and I opened up a brokerage and just recently sold that brokerage. Pretty proud of this. In January of 2023, I sold it to Berkshire Hathaway.
Wow.
So pretty exciting that a Fortune 500 company wanted to buy us and
Congratulations.
something. Yeah, thank you. That I had ultimately started and created with the help of my partner and such. So just from there, I've now become an individual broker again, with a couple of admin folks, but I'm doing it on my own as well and just loving it and kind of getting back to the nitty-gritty of real estate again, not so much all of the, I don't know, chaos of owning a brokerage, just really focusing on people again.
Oh, wow. I'm pretty sure you at this point you're probably used to the chaos. You're like, okay. Nothing really phases you at this point. It's like I've been here before.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm not easily phased anymore.
But it's impressive. I mean, like you said, Fortune 500 company comes through and it's like, we want to buy into your business. What was that moment for you? Like, how did it happen? When, where? Can you just tell us how that came
Yeah.
about?
Well, to be honest, I really decided I wanted to make a change, not only in my personal life, but professionally. I really wanted to, I've got two little boys. I wanted to focus on them more. And I really couldn't do that in the parameters of what I was trying to achieve as a brokerage. So my partner and I decided we wanted to sell. And honestly, it was God sent. Within a couple of weeks, we were connected, not even really having any connections previously, but we were connected through someone and to Berkshire Hathaway's CEO and president. And we just started talking to them. And yeah, just one thing led to another. And they said, what was really special actually was they said, we've interviewed 200 plus brokerages and you are the brokerage that we're choosing because we love
Wow.
your leadership style, your culture, what you've created is just phenomenal.
Mhm.
So, yeah, that moment was like, wow, I'm doing what I'm meant to do.
Yeah. As someone that has a background in sales myself, I know that you get skills that allow you to operate in pretty much any field. And how did working in insurance help you build your real estate career?
Yeah, so it helped me start to develop my skills in working with people. Not as much sales. I've never liked to consider myself a salesperson, even though I know technically that's what I'm called. But I consider myself a people person, a people helper. How can I bring solutions to the things that you need, and in a way that's very honest, ethical, and full of integrity, which is what I believe that I'm sent here to do, if you will. So that really helped me start to understand how to work with people, how to help people, how to hear people and what they really need and want, and then bring them problem solving and solutions.
And you've definitely been doing that. You've been helping people. Not only that, but you've been helping people bring their dreams to reality. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people don't realize, that real estate is a rewarding career because you get to help someone that has been dreaming of just owning a house. I think we take for granted that most people really don't get to do that. It's not a privilege that a lot of people can do. I just want to know, what does that feel like? What is that moment of helping a first time buyer get their house? What is the feeling that you get when you're like, hey, this is officially your house? How does that feel for you?
It's so exciting and so exhilarating. And I think it's almost like, and it sounds kind of cheesy and cliche, but it's
Mm,
like a key to helping people a lot of times, gosh, start their families. A lot of people buy homes when they're starting families or when they're starting a new career or something big is happening in their life, typically in addition to buying a home. So
mm,
it's wonderful and so fulfilling to be able to be a part of that and just learn their story. I'm all about
mm,
people's stories. How can I be a part of that story and helping them fulfill whatever goal that is? And typically it's part of it, obviously, in my case, is buying a house.
mm,
So what's really cool though, and kind of aside to that is I like to visit my clients, given the market, given how busy it is, but I really like to visit them once every year if I can. And I go in and a lot of times we stay in touch. Most of
mm,
my clients are very communicative and we like to stay in touch. And so I go and I get to see the new baby, right?
mm.
Or how they decorated it or how they remodeled it and what the story has been. And for me, that's where it's at. That is really the name to the game. Obviously, everybody's got to work for a living, but I consider my work more of a mission as well.
Oh,
And the paycheck's just a bonus.
oh, that's amazing. At least one of those agents, like, hey, this is your house. Adios.
No,
And then that's
no,
that's
not
it.
at all.
They don't hear from you ever again.
No, if you're signing up to be one of my clients, I will stay in touch with you and I like to keep you updated on things. And if you tell me, go away, sure, I will too. But I've never had anybody do that.
That would
So
be very weird. They're like, thank you. Go away now.
yeah, I like to bring gifts and goodies and happiness, hopefully.
Oh,
So they want me to come around.
oh, that's good. And what do you think makes you stand out? Because you definitely do. You definitely stand out from a lot of realtors. And it is also evident in the story you shared about how you got to, sell the previous business. The fact that you stood out, like out of 200 companies, yours stood out. What qualities do you think make you stand out in the real estate market?
Well, I think in terms of the sale and brokerage and things like that, in terms of it's a lot of agent to agent relationships. I'm very, very big about relationships and meaning what I say and saying what I mean, right?
Mm,
So it's following through, it's being a good person, which sometimes seems it should be easy, but it's not. It's really having a lot of integrity in the business and keeping relationships and meaningful relationships within the business. And again, just culturally speaking, I am one that's tries to bring a lot of familial type of ways to my team and ways to my client processes and relationships. And I think in terms of clients, it's a lot of that. It's everyone who works with me says, hey, you feel like a friend. You feel like a member of our family when we're done. My husband's a contractor. They say the same thing to him. That's just the people that we are.
Yeah.
And, as far as standing out as well, just kind of with the things that I do too, I spend a lot of time. I've been doing this 12 years. I spend a lot of time focusing on what the individual wants, not just what I think they want or what they should want or whatever. It's what do they want? Where do they see themselves in the future? And how can I help them get there? When it comes to selling homes, I am not shy to say that the majority of the time I make people what they end up paying me. So I literally pay for myself. And that is one of my claims to fame is, hey, you're not going to pay much using me. You're going to get a lot more benefit than you ever are the cost and some of the associated negatives that come with the real estate brokers. So
Oh, that is amazing. And I know we are running out of time, but I already know the answer to this question. But for people out there, why should they hire you? Why should someone hire you?
we talked about a lot of the things. I think for one, I just care about people. At the end of the day, I turn away more clients than I take because their goals may not be the same. I want people who want help. I want people who want someone who cares and is going to have integrity and ethical behaviors in dealing with either helping them buy or sell real estate. And I think the difference is in this, like I said, in this conversation that we've had, where I just really have the best intentions and the best goals for people in mind. I'm not looking at the almighty dollar. I'm looking at, how can I help you go from A to B and really take care of you in the process.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you have it right there. You know why you need to give her a call. If you are looking for the best service, then Nicole is your agent. If you're looking for value for your money, man, then Nicole is definitely your agent. If you're looking for an agent that's going to buy you gifts after you get that house, then definitely Nicole is the one. Nicole,
I
just
mean, I
before,
am a gift, but no, I'm totally kidding.
yeah, you are a gift. You are a gift. And I will say that one last thing before we let you go is what's your advice to real estate moms or moms
That's
that
a
want to
great
get
question.
into real estate?
That's a great
You've
question.
done a lot. And I think someone listening to this has been inspired by your story, like what you've been able to accomplish, and they want to do that. What is your advice to them?
Well, as I mentioned, I'm a military spouse as well as a real estate mom. And I think those two things together can make you pull your hair out potentially. But I
And
think the great thing about being in real estate and being a mom is there is flexibility. If you know how to manage it and have boundaries with your time, there is flexibility. And what I love is I can work a half a day on a Monday and then go take my son on a hike the rest of the day. And you can't do that with typical jobs. It obviously can take over your life because real estate is all encompassing and it's amazing. And I have such a passion for it. So sometimes it's hard to stop, but there is a lot of flexibility. There's a lot of time for the things that matter. And it's not just an 8 to 5 or a corporate job where you've got to sit around and write reports all day, all night, and you don't get any time with your family. So, yeah. And I'd love to talk to anybody considering it as well. It's a wonderful, wonderful career and so lucky to be a mom that gets to spend more time with her kids.
Oh, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it here. If they actually want to reach out to you, how can they do that? How can they reach out to you?
Yeah, shoot me a call at 253-237-2090 and
Mm,
or I'm on Instagram, Nicole Braam Real Estate, or excuse me, Nicole Braam Realtor,
yeah.
or yeah, my email, NicoleBraam@bhhsnw.com.
Okay. Oh, I also heard you have an upcoming ADTV segment. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah. So I'm really excited. It's a TV show all about real estate, culture, lifestyle, and I am featuring Olympia, Washington in this next coming episode. We're going to be learning all about some of the areas where you can walk right out your front door and you're essentially at the beach with a very short hike through the woods. There's ample golf courses. I mean, there's just a ton of stuff. We're going to be talking with the folks that own the Hawkesbury Golf Club, and we're going to be featuring a couple listings as well. So just all about Olympia, Washington, and that's right around the Joint Base Lewis McChord area, the military installation. So lots of good things, and that's going to be airing in the next couple weeks. So very excited.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, you need to keep your eye on Nicole. Please, you want to be that person that switches on the TV with your friends around and says, hey, that's the agent that helped me get my house. And I think it will be a fun moment for everyone. Nicole, you have been amazing. I would really want to take this time to thank you for being here and sharing your story. You have an amazing story. I believe that moms out there are definitely going to be motivated, inspired to go out and chase their dreams. And I like the fact that you are an example, you are a role model in the industry. You're an example of, that it's not too late. That once you have kids, you can still rule the world. You can still rule the world with two little boys at the house. Like, we really appreciate you being here and the impact that you have in the industry. I think that we're definitely going to have you in the future, and we'll be celebrating many more success stories. But thank you so, so much. You've been amazing.
Thank you as well. Thanks for having me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, if this episode has added value in your life, do yourself a favor, do your friend a favor. You know what? Do a mom out there a favor and share this with them. Trust me, they'll love you forever. And if you have a friend that wants to buy a house or sell a house and get the best service, well, share this video. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been your host, Timothy Kaytana, with Nicole Braam. Till we meet again next time, take care and peace.